So good evening, everyone. Welcome to the class on data analytics. So in this class, we are discussing about how you can work on data visualization. So far in our class, we have discussed about different forms of charts. Either they are line chart or bar chart, or either columnar chart or stacked columnar chart, horizontal wise, vertical wise. We have discussed about different forms of representing data, either in the form of packed bubble chart, or either you can represent data in the form of a test map. We discussed all possibly different forms of a representation of data. So in continuation of the same, we're gonna start the class where first I'll show you how you can create a field map with regard to the Indian states. So for that, I'll click on Microsoft Excel. Okay, and then I'll click on the Indian state workbook, which I have already shared with you. Once this is done, so you can see this. So we have this Indian state workbook. Okay, in this workbook, if I go, okay, and to the sheet one, if I go to the sheet one, okay, I can see the like capital, it is a string data type. Then we have state, it is a geographical data type. Then in measures, we have sales. You can see sales with hash sign. That means it representing number. Latitude, longitude, all that of Indian states is more or less is being developed because states and states, cities, all those datas are given. So most probably because since Tableau works on data visualization, although those datas are not given here, but as per the requirement what we have, because different states are there, and many time it happens that certain states or certain cities, you may not able to connect them in the map or world map. So for that, the knowledge of latitude, longitude is required. So those are generated here. You can see this state name count. So these are your basically measure names. Fine. So here we want to talk about something called map. So yesterday we discussed about two kinds of map, a symbol map and field map. So yesterday we worked on US data. So now in today class we're going to work on Indian data. So for that I'll just select state and I selected sales. Once I'm done with that, I just clicked on the field map. Once I clicked on the field map, so you can see we got the map of India. Okay, once we got the map of India, you can see geographical, the map of India. You can change the color of this. Okay, so you're most welcome to choose any color. It's up to you. Okay, you can choose any color. Okay, so you can choose any color. Done. Okay, then you can see at the down two unknowns are there. So I just go to edit location, and here I can see Dadar and Nagar Haveli. It's unrecognized, so I'll just go and check matching location. So here the location is Dadar and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. So I just clicked here, and then Puducherry, it's not recognizing. Let me search. In case if I don't get here, then I need to type it latitude and longitude by getting it from Google. So otherwise you can just search. Here I got Puducherry, so I just press OK. So if there's no error, then we are good to go. So you can see this is a map of India, and sales value is like is just a dummy data. You can ignore. Okay, sales value you can ignore. Okay, if you want capital, you can put under level. So you can see the capital of of each state. 37 states are there if I'm not wrong. So you can see the capital of each states. Fine. Then what else I can talk about here? You can go to map. Under map, you can go to background layer. Okay. Under background layer, you can go and just tick here to remove neighboring countries. Fine na? So yeah. So we are good to go. You can change this color and all. Andaman and Nicobar I cannot see. Port Blair, yeah. But then what about under Dadar and Nagar Haveli, all those it should be shown. Fine. So anyway, so I hope this part is clear with everyone. Clear everyone. Ask questions if you have any questions. I'm audible, right? Everyone can hear me. Fine, everyone. Longitude you are not able to select. One minute. So like you don't have to select longitude and latitude. You can just select state and sales and then go to show me and click on field map. Clear everyone. No, Arvind, I am also using public version only. Tableau public only I'm using today. I'll show you again. So what I have done, I just clicked on state and then sales, and then I clicked on show me field map. You got this map. By default, latitude and longitude will come in column and row. You don't have to select them. So once you're done with this, you can change the color of this map. Okay, I whatever fabrication part you want, you can do. I just put capital here. So I can see all the capital of different states here. Then I can go to map and I can remove background layer. Done everyone. Ask question if anyone have any question. Done, right? Can I go ahead? So I hope this part is clear with everyone. So for showing you the Indian state, I connected my database with the Excel workbook of Indian state. Now again, I'll go back to the Microsoft Excel and I just click on sample superstore. Before I clicked on sample superstore, I just want to recheck my data of sample superstore. Okay, 1 minute. Sample superstore, both are sample superstore. Let me just check this. Fine. Yeah. One minute. System is little slow. Fine. Yeah. Fine. So I'll just connect with Microsoft Excel and then I clicked on sample superstore. Then we'll have to drag order here. So out of three worksheet, you have to drag order worksheet here. You know that you'll get 21 filled and 10,194 rows should come. Okay, doesn't matter. It have only 9,994 rows. Those things are not that much relevant for me. Fine. So yesterday, if you remember, we discussed about histogram, construction of histogram. So for working on histogram, can you tell me which column I have used for drawing histogram? Which column we discussed construction of histogram on which column? Yesterday when I was teaching you histogram, then all the calculations, all the assessment I did on one column. Can you tell me which column I was working on? Anyone? So nobody is replying. So we did on column called quantity. Yeah, somebody has replied. So yeah, Arvind has said quantity. Yeah. So we worked on one column called quantity. Okay. So what I did on this column called quantity, I just selected quantity and then I went to show me and then I clicked on histogram. The moment I clicked on histogram, I got the histogram, but this is based on discrete data. Again, if I drag the histogram under level, I can see the values. Okay, then what I can do, I can see horizontal axis, which is showing the value from 1 to 14, and vertical axis is talking about the count of that variable. Okay, now if I go to quantity bin, because here I want a continuous class interval of maybe of column with two. So I can go to quantity bin. If you remember, yesterday we discussed all this. So then we can go there. We go when to edit and then size of the bin. Bin here represent the width. Here I made it two. So what this? Okay, fine. So I got like this way. Next, what I can do, quantity bin, but it should be continuous. Yeah, it's continuous. They're telling me if you want, you can convert into discrete. Next thing, guys, how will you get to know this is continuous or discrete? You can see the color here. Green color here means continuous, that both quantity bin and count of quantity both are continuous. That you can understand by looking at the green color. Next, if you want, you can increase the size. Okay, you can just drag quantity bin again here, again put it quantity bin here. Okay, and then you can see the size. It should be fixed. Okay, then what else I can do? You can go with entire view. Okay, nothing else you can do apart from this. They should have class width of 2 2. Okay, the other way, what I told you, that what you else you can do. Okay, if you are working on construction of histogram, what else you can do? Like you can drag the quantity under row. Okay, then what I told you, next thing, because if you check histogram, the your x-axis should represent the quantity, okay, from 1 to 14, and y-axis should represent the count of the quantity. So here what we can see, it should be count of the quantity, but here it's showing you the sum of the quantity. So go there, go to the measure and change it to count. Okay, so once you're done with that part, then again go to the quantity. Okay, then go to create. Here I'll create the bins, class intervals. Bins are what class with. Okay, so you can choose any name for that bin. Yesterday we discussed like this. So I just created, suppose by name called new histogram, where the by default the size of bin is showing 1.77. I made it 2. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll drag this new histogram under column. So I got this continuous representation. You can see this coming with blue color. Blue color means this is discrete. Okay, so I can, how will I make it continuous? Just click there, drop down arrow, and then click on continuous, convert to continuous. Thing has not happened. Yeah, it happened. So you drag it here, again drag it back. You can see it now, it's coming with green color. So green color means it is continuous in nature. Blue color means it was discrete in nature. Size of the bin, okay, this is fixed only. Okay, you can increase it. Okay, you can go with entire view. Then you can drag the quantity and over level. Okay, you can see the value of quantity. Fine, right? So this is the way how we create the histogram. So we discussed about histogram and all in last class. Now, here we are talking about different data types. Like if you remember already in my previous sessions, I have spoken about data types. Okay, there are different kinds of data types we have. Primarily, we can call them as a dimension and measures, where measures normally represent all quantitative data. So here, as per the data frame of the Tableau, you can remember this, that all quantitative data or measures are like continuous data. That's why whenever you work on them, they will always come with green color. Okay, while when you see dimensions, okay, like string or geographical or date, time, so those are basically are discrete data type. Okay, so you can you can convert date or date time into continuous. Okay, so I'll show you those framework here. So imagine I have discussed this with you, that if you choose a string and a measure, you get a column chart. While if you choose to measure, then you will get what you will get. If you choose to measure, you will get a scatter representation. Okay, while if you choose a date, okay, if you choose a date, okay, if you choose a date and measure, you will get a line graph. Okay, so here, suppose if I choose order date, okay, if I choose order date, and here if I choose sales, if I choose order date and if I choose sales order date, here if I choose sales, and if I go to show me, I can see, you can see here three line graphs you can work on, like continuous line diagram, discrete line diagram, and this is dual axis line diagram. Okay, so if I click on discrete line diagram, so you got this a representation, different year sales value. Okay, okay. So if I drag the sales again under level, so I can see the sales for different year. I can make it entire view. I can do that. Okay, I can change this color. Fine. We can do this work. Okay. So for different for different years, for different year 2014, 15, 16, 17. Okay, these are the sales value. I hope everyone is getting it. Now if I drag the profit here, if I drag the profit here, so I got two line graph. Okay, I got two line graph. Okay, I got two line graph. Fine, where first line graph is talking about sales curve, like sales under different year. The another line graph is showing about the profit under different year. But if you notice, for both for sales curve and for profit curve, the values what is showing is same only. So that is the problem here. So for this, click on sum of profit, remove the sales from here and put profit here. The mathematical value what it shows should show the profit value, not the sales value. I hope you got it. Okay. Okay, like I can change it color. You can see this. Fine. So now what you can do, if you want, you can put sales and profit in like two axes, primary axis and secondary axis. That also you can do. For this, go to just use a drop down arrow of profit and click on dual axis. The moment you clicked on dual axis, now you can see. You're getting it right. Okay. The other way, what you could have done, just drag the profit, select the profit and drag it here. Okay. The moment you will get something kind this, then put it here. So you got two axes. Left side, your axis is sales primary vertical axis. Right side is profit axis. Secondary axis. This is called secondary axis. This is called as primary axis. Clear? Anyone have any doubt? So you can do this work. So you can create two axes. Okay. Here, if I remove the profit data, I got all the sales value for different year. Okay. Now you can see, if you want year also, order date, drag under level. So you can see this year is showing 2014, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Okay. If you want, you can customize this data also. Just go to level and just click here, year for year. So I can write year is, this year is 14, 15, 16, 17. And you can write here sales value is like this. Year is, I want, you can change the color. Click on apply. Okay. Clear? Anyone, any doubt? This part is clear with everyone. So this is like just a way you can just play with the data. Fine. If you want, because this year data, if you noticed, these are discrete data. If you want, you can just press the plus sign. So you can see quarter wise data. You can see the quarter wise data. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 for each year. And then again, if you press the plus sign inside the quarter, so you'll get month wise data for each year, 4 quarters in that different month. Getting everyone? Anyone have any doubt? This line graph you're getting, because they represent discrete representation. Now if I just drag year and quarter, now I can see month wise data. So it's showing different month sales value for different month. It's showing, so January, February, for different month it's showing the sales value. You want, you can just go and click on minima maxima. Just show me the value of minima maxima. So year 2017, the sales maximum is this here, while in this sales 2014, the minimum sales value was this. So now the question comes in your mind, like from year, like if you understood, you had year, you had order date. So where we had these years, okay. Hmm. Here they're showing minimum maximum only. So I'll go here. I just click on all. Yeah. So I have the data of all the 4 years. Okay. I have the data of all the 4 year. And because you understand this year is a discrete representation, you can just click drop down. You can see year, quarter, month, day, and you can go more also. Week number, weekday, all that you can do. Go further. Okay, from year you can go inside quarter, under quarters you can go month, under month you can go under days, and then under days also you can do go to week number and weekdays also. It's up to you how much you want to dig more into the data. Okay, because they represent discrete representation. Okay, if you want to make it continuous, just click here. Earlier this is discrete, so just clicking on this representation. If you clicked here, now it will become both green, so it representing continuous representation. Okay, so there's no, like if you see year is, there's no year I'm showing, because these are continuous data. Okay, so you just click here. I just remove this year, so now the data become continuous. Here also sales value is, just let me just remove them. Okay, so there they become a continuous representation. Under year, if I click there, so you can see quarter wise representation. all these representation are continuous in nature. Then again, if I click plus sign, so I get month-wise representation for different years. Done everyone. Anyone have any doubt, any question, please ask me. Somebody has switched on his webcam, please. Again, please switch off your webcam, guys. Clear everyone. Anyone, any question, please ask me. Clear. Okay, now imagine if I drag again the order date here, order date. If I drag it here, if I drag the order date here, okay, so we have 4 years and we can see the relationship for different years. What is the sales value? Yes, Mohan. So you can see for different years, these are the sales value. Okay, so for all these year, I have the sales value. This I can see different wise, like I can see region wise. If I drag the region under color, so I can see the sales value of different year in different regions. So you can see different regions. You can see different regions. Okay, just let me remove this. So you can see different region, their sales value. Okay, the year you can see. So this year, there are 4 regions are there. Okay, so like this you can do, or if you want category wise, you want to see the representation, put category under color. So you can see for different years, these categories, either they are furniture or office supplies or technology. What are the sales value in different years? You can easily analyze them. Okay, you want to plot the sales with profit, that also you can do. The relationship with sales and profit, you can do that. If you want, you can make it dual axis also. Although this become very complicated. Here, so it's up to you. So year wise, different categories. Categories are furniture, office supplies, and technology. And the measure is sales only. So I remove the profit. Clear everyone. So you can see subcategory wise or category wise. But if I try subcategory wise, it become very lengthy because the 17 subcategories are there. So it does not make much sense if I try to check the same thing subcategory wise, because in place of subcategory, if I put subcategory, then this become very complicated. Okay, many people will not understand much of the thing because we have 17 subcategories. So 17 line graph, if you see at one instant, you might not able to understand. So probably subcategory sales is not the ideal way of representation here. Okay, I can choose region or segment. Three segments are there: consumer, corporate, office for different years. Clear? Now for these segment, if I want to see the region value, so drag the region under column. So drag the region under column. If you put it here, it become a columnar chart. I don't want stacked column chart and all. So just put the region and then year. So you can see central region, east region, south region, west region for all the 5 year. What are the curve, sales curve for the three segments? We have three segments. We have four region: east, west, so central, south, and we have three segments: consumer, corporate, home office. For the three segment, the blue color is representing consumer segment, while the orange color is representing corporate segment, while the red color, it is represented by home office segment. So you can see the line graph for different segments like this way. Clear, everyone? Ask questions. Anyone, any doubt? Clear? Anyone, any question? Any question, guys? So, like that line graph, it shows the progress or trend over the time, where the x-axis generally considered in the case of line chart is time period. Okay. So like this is sales and deferred order date line graph, then sales and profit. Okay. So sales and profit for different years by creating dual axis. We'll discuss about that. Okay, then if you want, you can when you are comparing sales and profit, you can compare for different regions like south, central, east. You can do this filter work, but you can put filter region under filter, and then you can check for different regions. For south region, the sales and profit relationship for different years, you can see this relationship. Try this, guys. Everyone, please try. What I'm telling you that like order date you have taken, then if you take sales, you drag order date under column, then if you drag sales under row, okay, you got this line chart. Then again, if I drag the sales under level, I can see this value. I can put this, I can change it color. Okay, this view standard, I made it entire view. Okay, then what I can do, I can drag profit when I'll see this, I'll just put it here. So I got the sales profit relationship for different years. Now this I can analyze region wise, drag the region under filter, and you choose any region, one region or more than one region. So this is the relation between sales and profit of central region for different years. So you just go to filter and you can choose whichever region you want, edit filter. You don't want central region relationship, you want east region relationship, just okay. You can see the relationship. So I hope you're getting it. Like the way you got the relationship of region, you can go to segment, select segment here, choose any segment. Suppose I have chosen consumer segment. So this is a sales profit relationship for the consumer segment. Like this, if you here you I have chosen one segment, consumer segment and east region. So I go and choose region, central region. So for consumer segment, central region, this is the relationship of sales and profit. Ultimately, every firm want to focus on their top line and bottom line. So top line is revenue, while bottom line is profit. You can see the relationship. So central region, this is the relationship. Okay, maybe I don't want to see central region, maybe south region relationship. I press OK. For consumer segment, south region sales and profit relationship. Clear everyone? Anyone, any doubt? Clear everyone? Ask questions. For different regions, this already I've discussed. Okay, so order date and sales, and then I drag the region under color. So in place of region, I can, if I put subcategory, it become complicated. You know the relationship because there are more than 17 subcategories are there. Then the same you can check category wise. Okay, then sales and profit. Okay, for different categories. The dual axis concept already I explained you. Okay, then if you just clicked on the plus sign in the year, you'll get the quarter. Again, if you click on the plus sign of the quarter, you'll get the month. So like this, these are discrete representation under order date. So you can see different years. These are discrete representation, and within the year, different quarter performance of the sales. Okay, within the quarter, a different month wise. Here, right? So you got this month-wise representation. So this is altogether the consolidated value of all the months, like 5 years are there. So the sum total of January, so all the 5 year January month sum that you can see here, all the 5 year February month sum value, all that you can see here. Different years are there, blue color, it represent that. There's a consolidated representation. Clear? Now I discussed this with you that you can just write sales. Sales is this much, year is this much. So the data level, you can do formatting in the data level. That also I discussed with you all. Okay, this I have represented that when you see order date and sales value, the year, quarter, month, day, more, they first, they represent the discrete representation. If you just click here in the year, just click on the year of this represent continuous representation. So the blue color order date will turn into green and your line will become straight line. So these all we have done here. So if you have any question, please ask me with regard to the line graph. Anyone, any question with regard to the line graph, please ask me. You know how to change this name and all. So you can do that work by yourself. Okay, you know how to put caption. All that work I'm not doing. Clear? Please ask me if you have any question. Otherwise, I will end this class assuming that you have understood everything what we have done so far. Anyone have any question? Please ask me. Okay, guys. So I'll see you all then tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.